My opponent's going to opt to go first, which is perfect for me because I do want to find Arven and Precious Trolley. Speaking of which, we have exactly that. We're just going to pray that the Precious Trolley is not prized here. And I'm assuming they're going to be playing some sort of Noctowl deck because they went first. Oh, they're going for Team Rocket, which is the video I just made. And we're following up that first video from the Destined Rivals format with Cynthia's Garchomp, which we do top deck here. We're going to not bench it at all. Maybe my sleeves give it away, but here's a Proton in the opening hand, which is exactly what they need. To find Mewtwo and 2 Tarantula. Mewtwo EX coming down. Really cool looking card. Rocket's energy attached for turn, so next turn all they really need. Oh my god, and the Bravery Charm. Okay. It's a big Mewtwo, alright. Let's bench a Gible. Let's go for Arven. Do we have the Trolley? We do have the Trolley. We do have the Evo as well. 1 Power Weight, run and rescue board. So one of the other one's in my hand. Let's go for the Trolley. Let's grab ourselves. Mewtwo is pretty big. 330 is huge though. So unfortunately, we won't be able to one-shot it with that Bravery Charm, but we do need the 2 Roselias. Let's get another Gible, and let's go for a Torchic as well, just to do our energy acceleration. We can attach this Power Weight to Garchomp. It's going to be the battle of like which Pokemon is bigger. We can do this energy to Munkidori, and then TM Evolution. I guess I could have Vesseled for the Dark and done that instead, but that's fine. Let's go for Evolution here. Let's do 2 of our Gabites. Oh, let's do a Gabite and a Combusken. Not that I checked. Okay, so our Combusken is not there. I should have checked for that. One Gabite will do though, because Gabite can get us other Gabite, which can get us Garchomp, which can get us Roselia, Roserade, all that good stuff. Always check your prizes, guys. Even if it's ranked, I'm kidding. Do what you want. Giovanni and Bravery Charm coming off the Ultra Ball 4. I'm assuming it's Spidops. There's 1 Spidops. Do we have any Grass Energy in the discard or in our hand? Maybe not yet. Let's see. Here's Ariana. It's going to draw until 8. So if this doesn't find an Earthen Vessel or Grass Energy, I don't know what will. But they will need to retreat this active Tarantula as well as an E-Switch to actually get it onto Mewtwo. Here's a Rocket's Factor. They can draw 2 more. Crazy. Here's an Earthen Vessel. They do find the energies. Throwing away 1 Grass in hand to find 2 more Grass. And this way they can charge up with that Spidops, and then they can also attach for turn. Do they have the energy switch though to actually get the attack off the Mewtwo? Attach for turn. And they're going to go for the takedown. 30 damage by Munkidori, and then... interesting. Interesting. I have the boss here. I could go for the Champion's Call onto the Garchomp, attach onto it, and then... Sorry, let's get another Gabite first. And we can boss up that Spidops, actually. Even though we're not killing it, though. So, this is interesting. Because 100... Without these Roserades, we're not actually... We could get a Brock Scouting, but then we can't boss, right? Let me think about this. Let's go for Champion's Call again. We can just get a Roserade here, or we can get a Garchomp and then start attacking on this active Tarantula. You know what? Let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. Let's take the KO. Bang. We can get our Roserades later. Earthen Vessel away this fire. Grab ourselves Dark and Fighting. Attach Fighting to Garchomp. Retreat into Garchomp. It's 400 HP, which is huge, but also that 330 HP Mewtwo is also huge. 100. This is Dark Weak and Fighting Resistant, unfortunately. Let's go for the Brock Scouting here. Get ourselves a Roserade. Why not? Like so. We have the Blaziken in deck, so I guess we could have went for that Rare Candy off the Arven, but that's fine. Let's just go for the Corkscrew Dive onto this Lone Spider and draw 3 more cards. Get another Roserade, Rescue Board, and can we find the Combusken here? We find another Arven, that's okay. Here's a Spidops coming into active. I am Grass Weak. I don't think they can hit 400 even with that weakness though. And that Mewtwo is a problem. I feel like the only Mewtwo I could kill potentially is a non-Bravery Charmed one, but I guess a Munkidori could get me there as well. And that's why we play that 1 Munkidori. Here's a Proton. So they're opting for just more Pokemon here. No hand disruption, nothing like that. Here's a Mimikyu that won't do anything, but it will amplify the damage of this Spidops. Alright, Articuno coming down as well. Not that it really affects me. So charging up on active. Got 6 Pokemon in play, so that's, what, 180 times 2? Just shy of the 400 with this power weight, so absolutely insane. Here's a Grass attached onto the backup Tarantula. Team Rock's Factory for 2. Here's a Vessel. Throwing away Archer for 2 more Grass. The deck is pretty thin at this point, I must say. And here's a Rocket Rush for 360 damage. Would have been enough, but we have the plus 70 from this insane tool here. We got the Rare Candy. Let's go for Roserade here. We're gonna do, and we are just knocking this out, but I think we want to get our Blaziken eventually. Okay, so let's go for Dark Attach on the Munkidori first. We can go for a Champion's Call. Get our next Garchomp. Ooh, we can also attack with Spiritomb eventually, but unfortunately our bench is very much full. Yeah, if they punched for that, and Spiritomb would have been an insane single prizer, but our bench is very much locked. So let's just go for Arven, grab ourselves Ultra Ball for that Blaziken, and another Power Weight. Attach a Power Weight there, and then we can Ultra Ball away the Sad Garchomp and maybe a Rescue Board. Yeah, let's just discard those things, that's fine. Let's get ourselves Blaziken. Evolve into Blaziken here. We can use a Seething Spirit. I think we want to charge up this next Garchomp on the bench. So let's do that here. And then Adrena Brain. Let's just slowly start pinging damage onto this Mimikyu for a free prize, because they definitely cannot evolve that or anything. So Corkscrew Dive, draw another 3, taking out this Spinops. I'm feeling okay. We're going to lose this Garchomp, but that's just how it's got to be. Prize trading is critical to this game. Earthen Vessel off the prizes. Still no Combusken, but that's fine. We already have our Blaziken. So Tarantula back up. They can easily knock this out, but we are taking 2 prizes next turn with this Munkidori on the bench. So feeling okay. Feeling okay about it. And they're still not opting to use that Mewtwo yet. Here's a Night Stretcher for the Spidops. Evolve into Spidops. Here's a Rocket's Transceiver for Archer. And Archer is the one that does it like shuffle my hand. Okay, Secret Box first. Okay, so I play Prime Catcher in my build, but it seems like Secret Box might be the better call because of the stadium, the tools. And you can always just run Giovanni as your Prime Catcher equivalent. Was I running Prime Catcher? I forgot. How did I forget this? It will discard Iono and Energy for another Spidops. Spidops evolved on the bench, charging up that one as well. Seems like they're just going for this Spidops attacking, but I think that's fine. Here's an Archer. And it is also possible that, okay, my hand is going down to 3. We got a Nest Ball and an Energy. And Gabite is so self-sufficient, you can always just find your Pokemon. That's why we play so little Ultra Ball. Here's a Zapdos, which is handheld fan as an attack. Alright, Garchomp finally knocked out. Let's promote this one. We get a Gible off the top. We can Adrena Brain just to kill that Mimikyu. And I think we just have to target these Spidops here, right? Okay, so let's go for Champion's Call. Oh my god, my Garchomp I threw away because I had Night Stretcher in hand. Alright, that's an issue. Night Stretcher's still in there. We have a couple Arvins, and we have the Fezandipiti. So I guess we just need we need a Nest Ball for that Fezandipiti, and then just pray that we can get our Garchomp. Otherwise, we will be attacking with Blaziken, not the end of the world, right? So let's go for Flip the Script. We get the Night Stretcher. Okay, so Garchomp is very much back. Let's go. Never Punished. Now Evolved here. And then 160 is enough to take it out. Let's go for the Seething Spirit here. Let's just load up our Blaziken, just in case. And we can Munkidori, Adrena Brain, like so, to kill this Mimikyu. Less Rocket's Pokemon on their bench, the less damage they do. So it's always nice to just take out KO if I can. Here's a Fighting Energy off the top. I think we just charge up. I don't think they can take the Garchomp. So we're going to charge up this Garchomp here. We're going to go for that Draconic Buster on something next turn. That's for sure. Arven or Boss. I think I'm just going to leave him in my hand. I don't need to use them. So let's just go for a Corkscrew Dive. 160, knocking out the Spidops. They have 1 Spidops left. Take 1 prize card. All you need to do is take 2 more prize cards. Are they playing a Fezandipiti? They have a pretty big hand, so I don't think they are. But if they bench another Mewtwo, then I think I can win the game. Otherwise, it's going to have to be a 2-turn attack. Here's the Mewtwo in the active. Razor Ball will be the attack of choice. These are charging up. Maybe the Fezandipiti was a bad call because they weren't able to... I was playing Max Belt in my build. Now that I realize, I'm like, how was I hitting like these big 320 HP guys? Max Belt. They are playing Secret Box though, so they're not. Their max damage output is actually going to be 280, which is enough to kill Fezandipiti. Okay, they're going to bench another Mewtwo, so if I can just boss that up next turn, we do win the game with Garchomp. So I don't know if that was the best call from them, honestly. I'm patiently waiting for that Giovanni onto my Fez, because I feel like they need to keep up with the prize race by going 2-2-2, and that Fez is there for the taking. Here's an Ariana, okay, so no Giovanni coming into play here. Counter Catcher off the Ariana. Fezandipiti is being taken. Team Rocket's Factory for 2 more. They have 5 cards left in deck, but I think I will be able to win because Draconic Buster is currently doing 310 with the 2 Roserades. So, lucky for me, they did bench a Mewtwo for no reason. So that's a big colossal throw on their end, but I'll take it, man. I'll take it. Here's Garchomp. Let's go for the boss onto the Mewtwo. And we are hitting 290, even with that resistance. I forgot about it. Let's just go for the Draconic Buster. Taking the knockout. And first game of the day. Nice early morning on a Sunday. Taking that win. Let's keep it going. Alright, we're going to win this coin flip here. Opt to go second. We want the same play. Trolley, TM Evo. Always feels good. Have it in hand as well. Oh, we mulligan. Okay. That would have been really beautiful. Oh my god. Trolley back in hand. We're going to mulligan once. And it's going to be against... Is that a Gardevoir, bro? Is it a Gardevoir? Let's just start a Munkidori again. So we can just bench our Gible and stuff. It's going to be Relor. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. We have the trolley, but we have no energy, so I just realized that we actually can't TM Evo here. We also don't have the Arvin. Alright, it's gonna be Gardevoir for sure, and this is looking like that build that everyone's playing at the regional right now. Don't we love it when Pokemon tournaments create a whole bunch of copycats? Here's a Ralts off the Ultra Ball. And there's just one Ralts. Okay, I mean, I wish I could take that out, but unfortunately not. Here's a rescue board on the Munkidori, so I don't have to waste an attach onto it. So here's a Gible. Let's go for the trolley. Do Gible, Roselia, and then Torchic. Because, yes, we can Spiritomb at some point, but we need the double Roselia just to hit 310. Here's a Brock Scouting in our hand. We can just use it to grab our Gabite. And Gabite will be able to find our Pokemon. We can't evolve it now, but it's fine. Let's go for a rescue board on Munkidori. And then we just pass it up here. I'll leave the Munkidori inactive. I know for a fact that they can't attack me this turn. Because, of course, they are evolving just into Kirlia. Here's Iono. I lose my Gabite off my Brock. That's fine, though. We can easily find another one. Speaking of which, we got another Gabite. Here's an Artisan. And we will be able to attack next turn, for sure. Here's a Ralts. Nest Ball as well. For Fezandipiti. Wait, I want to kill that Fezandipiti. Okay, they're expecting me to take a KO so they can flip the script. I suddenly don't want to take the KO because they have a Fezandipiti. And that Relo, we're kind of wasting time. Let's go for Gabite here. Throw Cynthia's Power Weight onto it. And we can also go for this Champion's Call. Let's just grab another Gabite. We have 2 Garchomps in here, 2 Roserades, and no Blaziken in this game. Oh well. We'll just have to take a prize later on. But they're playing slow, so I'm gonna also play slow. I'm gonna leave that Relor right there. It's totally cool. Let's go for a Champion's Call again. Get ourselves Roserade. Let's build up our little combo, little string of Cynthia's Pokemon. We can evolve. We can attach onto the Gabite here. We can Earthen Vessel away this 1 energy, get ourselves Dark and Fighting. So Dark will be available for Munkidori. And then I don't really have the need to Arvin right now either. So I'm chilling. Let's just pass it up again. Leave another Munkidori inactive. Here, you have it, bro. You have it. They want me to take that knockout with that early Fez. Here's an Ultra Ball. Evo and Artisan. Okay, they will find Gardevoir here, actually. I lied. Maybe they do attack me. But they only have 2 Psychic Energy in the discard right now. So that doesn't actually give them any attack. But Psyshot, I guess. Please Psyshot me. Actually, no, here's an Artisan for the Munkidori. Will they be going for the Mind Bend? Here's a Nest Ball as well. For Mew EX. Okay, Mew EX gives me a 2 prize target to kill. So now there's Fezandipiti and Mew. Here's a Restart for 2. Dark Energy onto Munkidori. Still only 2 Psychic Energy in the discard though. And here's a pass. Alright. Alright. Okay, Pokegear. I want to find that KO on Fezandipiti, like, immediately. Let's go for Champion's Call. Grab ourselves the Garchomp. We want to thin our deck as much as we can so this Pokegear can hit that boss. Here's another Champion's Call. Let's get another Roserade, like so. Here's the attach, and here we go. Come on. Give me that boss. Let's go. Boss off the Pokegear. Grab that. And then let's go boss up this Fezandipiti. And Rescue Board is live, so we can just 320 damage with a weakness. Absolutely insane. Let's go attach Dark on the Munkidori. And then Corkscrew Dive, drawing 3 and taking out their little draw engine there. That's why you don't pre-bench Fez, man. Rare Candy, Combusken, off the top. And can we get Blaziken here? We cannot. We got Earthen Vessel, another Arvin. And here, hey. Stop. I just realized my light was off this whole time, so here's my light. I don't know if you can see me any better, but here's a Screamtail off their hand. Counter Catcher onto my Torchic. They're trying to stall here. Here's a Restart. My Rescue Board is on my Munkidori, so Torchic very well might be stuck here. But I can attach Retreat and do a Corkscrew Dive again. But I want to take a KO. I don't want to not take a KO. Dark Energy onto Relor? What is that for? Is no way Rapska's attacking. Earthen Vessel for 2 Psychic. Super Rod coming in as well for this is the Fezandipiti. Their bench is very much locked though, so no Fezandipiti this turn. They will retreat into Screamtail. They got 2 energy in discard. Psychic Embrace. 1, 2. Are they actually going to kill my Torchic? That would kind of be upsetting. Roaring Scream. They are going for the attack. Are they opting to put damage on my Garchomp or something, or will they just kill my Torchic here? They're going to put 80 onto my Garchomp. Alright. I guess that's fine. Here's a Fezandipiti. We have the Adrena Brain. Let's take a look at what we have with Arvin. Get another Power Weight for sure. And maybe a Pokegear. Just to dig for boss again next turn. Yeah, that's fine. We're pretty ahead here. Let's go for the Power Weight on this Gabite. Champion's Call. Grab ourselves the Garchomp. Love that into Garchomp as well. It's looking like we need an attached energy here and retreat. Let's do that. We're going to keep it a Torchic though. I'm going to keep it Torchic just because Combusken has a 2 retreat cost and I don't have that Blaziken yet. Let's go for this Adrena Brain. Now, I do wish this was close to 30 so I could Adrena Brain to knock it out, but oh well. We're going to put 30 onto Relor. And then here's the Corkscrew Dive, taking the knockout. Can we find our Blaziken here off this prize? We have a 1 in 4 chance. 25% chance. Here we go. Let's go. Blaziken EX off the prizes. I'm Pretty sure I'm gonna get Iono'd here, but otherwise Rare Candy Blaziken will just prevent me from doing, you know, being retreat locked. Here's a research. Okay, 2 more energy in discard. Now they got 4. Here's an Earthen Vessel. I think does Drifloon hit 350 now that I've taken 50 damage? I guess they can also just Munkidori onto it as well. So, pretty sure Drifloon can take me out. But I have my own Munkidori here. Not that it has damage on it though. Here's another Kirlia. I have my own Munkidori, but I don't have a way to like damage myself. So it's like, I can't just kill a Drifloon. So there is that build of this where you play Frostlast Munkidori and no Blaziken at all. And that way you can like fling damage with your Munkidori. But Blaziken's cool, because it lets you do the Draconic Buster really quickly. Here's a secret box. Another 2 energy and an Arven. So finally they have their 6 energy in the discard. Drifloon hitting the bench. Do we have Bravery Charm? We definitely do, because we used secret box for it. Oh wait, they didn't secret box for it. They only drew Iono and Night Stretcher. Are there Bravery Charms in the prizes? Perhaps. Alright, 30 onto my Garchomp. Maybe I shouldn't have given them that damage here. But Gardevoir can just Psychic Embrace that damage anyways. That was my reasoning. It's only 1 Munkidori. And a Dark Energy on the Rapska. Is Relor actually Munkidori? Maybe. And we have this Pokegear to dig for another boss, and then we can hopefully kill this Mew. Yeah, I just realized that even with 2 Roserades, this has fighting resistance. So the effectively one Roserade is not useful. So I'm only hitting 290 on that. So unless they put like 2 damage counters on itself, I can't actually one-shot it. So these Roserades, low-key taking on my bench spot when I could maybe use a Spiritomb later. And here's a Drifloon. And without Bravery Charm, I don't think it's going to be able to one-shot me, which is pretty sick. Here's a Balloon Blast, 180. Oh yeah, this is, it's looking clipped here for our boy. Alright, let's go for Rare Candy onto our Blaziken. And Adrena Brain, take this Drifloon out, like so. Bang. And now we just have 2 prizes left. So I have this Pokegear in my hand. Maybe we get a boss off our prizes. That would be insane. He's a Gabite. Okay. And let's just thin our deck as much as possible to grab this boss. Okay, let's grab 2 energy. And then here we go. Pokegear for Turo Scenario. Low-key I just use a Turo Scenario then. And to save our Garchomp here. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go for the Turo. Or I could Turo something else up and try to find myself I could Artisan for the Spiritomb. That could be good too. That could low-key be good. Should I Turo up a Roserade and go for the Spiritomb play? That's fun. That's fun. Okay, I might be throwing. Let's go for a Turo here. Pick ourselves up the Roserade. Bang. Artisan for Spiritomb, like so. We can Seething Spirit onto it. Why not? Like that. And then we can attach onto this other Garchomp. And we retreat into Spiritomb. And Raging Curse for 260 damage. The knockout Relor. Now we have 1 prize left, so we can just kill a Kirlia or Munkidori. Not a big deal. And we have a single prizer in the active here. So, gonna get a Gible off of prizes. The Iono to 1 is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. I'll say it now, it's gonna hurt. But we're doing it for entertainment value. Here's another Gardevoir. Could I have turboed up the Garchomp and just like made it so they couldn't take, you know, huge knockout next turn? Yes. But is it cool to show off the Spiritomb? Also yes. Here's a Screamtail. Iono to 1. Okay, so Screamtail can just like nuke my Garchomp on the bench. I guess. We get the Arven. It's not the boss we need, but that's fine. Here's a Counter Catcher. Onto my Blaziken here. And we have no Fire Energy in play. It was in my hand. Low-key should have discarded that Fire Energy. But we've only used... Oh, we used both Vessels. We can't Arven for Vessel anymore. That's annoying. If we still had a Vessel there, then we could have attacked with Smolder Saw and killed a Mew. Or killed the Screamtail even. Here's a Screamtail. Night Stretcher. Well, actually, all we need is to attack with the guard. Oh, we can win. It's fine. All right, we're good. We're chilling. We are chilling. Here's Ultra Ball. I just thought of my line. Guys. With this 1 Arven, we can just win. Here's a Fezandipiti. Bench Fezandipiti. I hate how, like, we're still in this game. Like, you're down. You haven't taken a single prize. I have 1. Like, they have also 4 cards in deck. Here's a Psychic Embrace. Every time I play against Gardevoir, like, the video just gets way less games in it. But it stays the same duration. We're still playing, like, 30-some minutes of games after editing. Except it's less games. Here's another Psychic Embrace. We still don't see a Bravery Charm, though, so I don't know. Okay. Something is happening right now. They're going to activate Munkidori. Here's Adrena Brain off the Guardy. Probably onto my Garchomp, so I can actually snipe it. Yep, 30 onto my Garchomp. Now it's within 140. And here's Roaring Scream. All I need to do is punch you with my Garchomp. Oh, it's going to kill my Spiritomb. Okay. Sure. I guess that works. So now all I need to do is find 2 energies. Okay, we have a Night Stretcher. Night Stretcher for energy. Bang. And then Seething Spirit for energy onto itself. Like so. Attach Return. and then we can just retreat into our other Garchomp here. And yeah, just take this knockout, 100 damage onto this Green Tail. Final prize, beating Gardevoir here. I think they prized both of their Bravery Charms, which is unfortunate, but we'll take it. It always feels good to beat a Gardevoir, because everyone thinks they're Henry Chow if they just copy his deck list. Alright, let's get into one more game here. We're going to win the coin flip again. So we're going to go second. We're going to go second all 3 times today. What a beautiful life we live in. We're going to have the trolley in our hand, but mulligan again. Can we get trolley again? Okay, we don't. We also don't get a Pokemon. Where's our Pokemon? Legacy Energy Fire. What is that? I have no idea. Please don't tell me there's a Dragapult build with Legacy Energy, like please. We're going to start Torchic. We have this Fire Energy in hand, and you know, I'm hoping that we can leave the Fire Energy on it, you know, the whole time. Or we can just retreat it and we have an energy in this card, so don't really mind. Wellspring Ogerpon with Fire Energy and Legacy Energy. What can this be? Are we seeing something with Ethan? Wow. What? Look at me. Look at me predicting what I'm about to play against. Okay, Ethan's Ho-Oh. Sick. Nest Ball. We're water weak, so I don't play that Biolotic. Rockabilly from the Nest Ball. Ultra Ball coming down. Discarding Armarouge. Baby Armarouge. Oh my god. Let's go. Fire off Armarouge with Ethan's Ho-Oh. Ultra Ball for Mew EX. Okay. Here's a Golden Flame. You can attach any fire energy to your benched Ethan's Pokemon. Alright, there's 2 onto Ho-Oh. It's doing 160. And I'm looking at this Ogerpon, and I don't really like the look of that. So I'm assuming that's why there's a Legacy on there. Man, Luminous as well. Fire attach onto Ogerpon. That's a lot of fire energy. Squawk and Seas. Nest Ball. I'm assuming for the Charcadet. There it is. And there's a pass. Okay, so this Shaymin better not be prized, yo. Or the Pressure's Trolley. Come on, man. Oh, the Pressure's Trolley is prized as hell, man. We have the Shaymin. That Shaymin needs to come on board. Wow. Dude. Trolley being prized our last game. You know what? We deserve it. We deserve it. Let's just get our buddy Poffin here. And let's go for that Poffin. Let's get 2 Gible. Let's go for Evo onto Torchic. Let's go for... Honestly, like, yeah, let's just go for Fire Energy. We gotta save this fighting for our Gibles and stuff. Let's go for a Munkidori bench. And then just go for this Evolution. Bang, bang. Let's just hope they don't have this Gust and a Crispin. Or they're, like, Armarouge, Luminous Energy, all that. So, anyway... They can just move these fire energies to the Ogerpon, but they need like the Legacy, they need the Luminous to attach by hand. So they need a few things. Not the hardest thing to get, but if they want to kill both my Gabites, okay, there's Armarouge off the hand. Oh brother. They need that Luminous for that water, and they also need a Gust to get my Gabite. So I would bench a Munkidori just in case they play like Iron Bundle or something. Here's Iono, so no boss. No boss here. They're looking for that Luminous. Roserade, Roselia. Brock Scouting. Brock Scouting can give me the Shaymin as well, for sure. But we're going to be starting off pretty down here if they get that Torrential Pump. Ultra Ball. Here is Charcadet off the Ultra Ball. Earthen Vessel. Do they just have a water as well? That could also just work. 2 fires. Okay, so no. Okay, so they can go for Shining Feathers. Or they can accelerate the genome hacking and do a collect. But Torrential Pump, not happening. Alright, they're going to go out directly onto Ho-Oh. This is such a fun deck, dude. Restart for 1. Is it the Luminous? They're thinking. They're looking at their 3-card hand, and they're thinking. What is it going to be? I mean, a Sob Lock on a Torchic would also be pretty good. So, okay, here's a Fire Off. Onto the Ogerpon, and there's a Sob Lock. Okay, you know what? That's cool, I guess. Here's a Roselia. Let's go for Champion's Call. Grab ourselves another... Oh, wait. We're already on Gabite. Let's grab ourselves Garchomp. Champion's Call as well. I think we need to get like a discard fodder situation. Let's just grab another Roserade. Grab another Roselia because I do need to Ultra Ball it away here, like this and like that, to grab ourselves our Shaymin. There we go. Shaymin here, and we are just like stuck in the active. So even with this Garchomp here, we can't attack because we can't retreat. It's unavailable. So let's go for Dark Energy out of Munkidori. And we just Adrena Brain some of this damage off on Torchic. Let's move it to the Squawkabilly, so we can put that within a 1-shot range. We can Brock Scouting here. Let's go grab ourselves just like Fezandipiti and a Spiritomb. Just have it in hand, you know, just to thin a little bit in case they do take a knockout. Let's just go for a Collect. Shout out Collect, man. Take 1, get the rescue board. They can just keep on Sob Locking me. That's like whatever, like literally whatever. It doesn't progress the game for you or for me. Because now I have Shaymin on. Ogerpon can't be as oppressive as before. Here's a Night Stretcher. And Shiny Feathers is 1/6. Oh, I guess it could heal the Squawkabilly that I'm like pinging damage on. That's pretty cool. But for the attackers, I'm assuming they have like an Iron Hands as well. If they get an Iron Hands, I'm like, damn, that's kind of gnarly. Here's a Fire Off. A 3rd energy onto the Ogerpon. Why do we need 3 fire energy on this Ogerpon? I don't know. Iono coming in. Okay. We get ourselves Rare Candy, Arvin Ionos. That's fine. Now we have the grass. I mean, we still have fighting in our hands, so we can just go for Corkscrew Dive. But I would appreciate it if my Torchic lives here, I must say. I would appreciate that. Here's a research here's an Earthen Vessel. Discarding the research for 2 more fire. Our boy here is confused. Like, just kill my Torchic, man. Just kill it, bro. Please. And we have the Rare Candy here, so we can just Arvin. Okay, here's a retreat. Maybe the R finally is going to kill it. Into the Gouging Fire. All right. Here's a fire off. 1, 2, 3. All right, so we're going to go for... I mean, you don't need a 3. You could just do Heat Blast to kill my Torchic. Golden Flame. I really wish my Torchic stayed alive so I could, like... Maybe I should prioritize a Blaziken there. But it's okay. We'll just set it up later. And Garchomp is just so huge that, like, I'm kind of just chill. I'm chill just, like, punching once. Here's a Heat Blast. 60 damage. Onto my Torchic. Alright, let's promote Garchomp here. Let's go for a Champion's Call. I'm gonna take a look at my deck. So we can get ourselves the Roserade to amplify damage. We have Blaziken in hand, in the deck. We have Cynthia's Power Weight. We also have Counter Catcher. So I think we kill this Armarouge. Yeah, I think that's the move. Because we are hitting 130 with Roserade. So let's go grab this Roserade here. Bang. Attach Return on the Garchomp. Let's go for Night Stretcher to grab our Torchic back. Hello, Torchic. Welcome back. Arvin. This is a good game. This is a fun game. I'm glad that we're thinking outside the box here. Let's go for Counter Catcher Power Weight. This makes us 400, so this is nearly impossible for them to one-shot. Let's go for this Armarouge here. And for 1 energy, we are taking out this Armarouge, which is their only, like, energy acceleration. Draw 2, it's going to be Spiritomb to Arvin. Take a prize card. It's going to be Turo Scenario. And Turo is great because we can heal our Garchomp. We actually have to, like, lock into this game. It's not like the silly Gardevoir match where we were just dominating. Gouging Fire is not one-shotting any 2 prizers here, so let's see. And we do have a chance to just one-shot that next turn with this Draconic Buster. Here's a boss. No way they're gonna get my Torchic again, bro. Please don't get my Torchic. Kill the Shaymin. Okay, kill the Shaymin. Yeah. Yeah, they're like trying to build up their Wellspring. Attach Luminous to Wellspring. He's a Heat Blast. 120. All right. They're like, my Torchic is alive, chat. And we can just one-shot this Gouging Fire, so I feel good. Let's go for this. Into active. Garchomp with free retreat, man. So sick. Earthen Vessel. Let's go for Arvin. Grab ourselves the Ultra Ball and another Power Weight. Let's see. We got 2 energies in this card already. Let's put Power Weight on that. Let's go Champion's Call for Garchomp. I don't want my Gabite to die next turn. So we're going to get a Garchomp and just evolve it. It's totally cool. Put that there. And then we can Ultra Ball awake Spiritomb and Energy. Grab our Blaziken. Rare Candy into Blaziken. And let's Seething Spirit. Ooh, Loki, I want to attach though. Okay, let's go for Earthen Vessel on our Iono. So there's 2 more like so. So now we can just attach Return onto this. And then we can go for Seething Spirit onto my next one. And here we go, Draconic Buster, one-shotting this Gouging Fire, discarding all our energy, and that's why we play as Blaziken. So I'm glad like all these games got to showcase all the different routes you can take with the Munkidori, with the Blaziken, with just Corkscrew Dive, Luminous Energy, and Earthen Vessel. So Luminous gives us Munkidori access. It also gives us Roserade access if we really need to Leaf Step. That's sort of my thinking. Like Leaf Step, like it does what? 80 plus 30 on its own. So it's immediately 110. And then if you want to shoot a dark type, you can, it hits from weakness. So here's a Fezandipiti, flip the script. We lose our Shaymin, but their only Wellspring targets are Munkidori and Roserade. And you can't kill both. I feel like, what's another attacker they can possibly have besides Gouging Fire? As you can see, guys, chat, look at this. We're gonna beat the Ethan's Hoa with Armarouge Fire Off. It's a cool showcase for both decks. It's a really interesting box type deck reminiscent of RCS Armarouge. But, my build of Cynthia's Garchomp, low-key valid, even with the trolley prized. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. And I'll see you tomorrow for the stream. Streaming, I think we're going to do it a little earlier. I'll let everyone know in the Discord. Yeah, go for the stream tomorrow. Push the RCS League in 1 day with Destined Rivals Rogue decks. See you there. Thanks for watching. Peace.